Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I wanted to share a fall kitchen with you guys, and out of my whole house, I don't know why, I feel like the kitchen decorating for the seasons is always my absolute favorite, and maybe that's just because the kitchen is the heart of the home. So I was itching to get in here and get this space decorated, but of course before we dive right in, I wanted to give you guys, if maybe it's your first time stopping by, just a little lay of the land, what we're working with today. Now, I didn't completely clear everything out, just a few odds and ends in some areas that I knew we were going to be touching and decorating today. And I did get all my fall bins taken out. If you guys missed my last video, we decorated my family room area. I absolutely love how it came out. It's still very vibrant and festive, without feeling too over the top and overwhelming. And I wanted to bring that same idea here in the kitchen. So these garlands you're seeing me place out right here, I got new off Amazon this year for very, very cheap. And if you guys want any links to anything, please just let me know and I'll grab them for you. This garland you saw me place at the very, very top, I've actually had for the last couple of years. I actually used it here in this exact spot last year. And then I'm just adding these other garlands that I got off Amazon to extend it to where it cascades down to either side of the window. And then these more simple garlands you're seeing me hang up have little bulbs on them, and they glow, and they have like battery packs on them, and I will show you guys what it looks like lit up. But I had shared a picture from Pinterest. I'll see if I can find it, and I will have put it on the screen for you, and you guys can see how close I got to that inspiration picture. But I figured starting here at the window over my sink was the easiest place to start, and that is one of my decorating secrets, because I know sometimes it could be very overwhelming, is where to start. So pick the easiest spot. In the family room, it's my fireplace mantle. In the kitchen, it's my sink and window area. So that's why I'm starting off here, and I had already pinned things on Pinterest for inspiration, so I didn't feel overwhelmed or like I didn't know where to start. I already kind of had a plan, and then I figured as I went, everything else would fall into place. I decided to complement a lot of the decor that I did last year, but just with a new twist on it. And I didn't want to take everything out and go over the top, because as I mentioned, I just get too overwhelmed. And then I didn't want to do too little, because I wouldn't say I'm a minimalist. So to me, this was a perfect in-between where I have certain pops that catch your attention throughout my home, but not every nook and cranny, not every shelf, not every open space of countertop is filled with decor. And although I admire a lot of that decorating, I just don't have the brain capacity for it. So to me, this is just what felt right in my home. So I know a lot of these fall decorating videos are floating around YouTube right now, and I've been watching them nonstop. It's my favorite time of year on YouTube. But just don't let it overwhelm you or pressure you, or even if you don't decorate for fall, maybe you're just curious and you love to watch what people do in their homes or their decorating style. That is totally fine too. I have plenty of people I know that do not even decorate. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I do the best I can to decorate with a lot of things that I already own. So like this pumpkin patch sign I already owned. Part of that garland I already owned. The decor you saw me just put out by my sink, I already owned a lot of that stuff. And actually in my family room decorate, 99% of the stuff, I think with maybe the exception of a candle, was all stuff that I already own. So please do not feel the pressure to go out and spend a lot of money. I would just use whatever you have. The Dollar Tree, Five Below, all those stores, even the Target dollar spot, they have gorgeous stuff this year. So don't sleep on those areas. That can be anywhere from $1, $3, or even $5. I wanted to be honest with you guys, and a part of me wanted to actually decorate off camera and then come back and redecorate. Sometimes it just makes the filming process move a little bit smoother and the editing process a little bit easier, but I just decided to just go with it, and you guys are coming along this process with me. So you're gonna see me put things out in this kitchen, and then we're gonna go back and change it. So this centerpiece here in the kitchen is the perfect example. So stay with me, we're not done with this area. But of course I had to take a trip to Target. I am actually sharing a cookie recipe with you guys, and I was gonna share a drink recipe, and unfortunately I drive an SUV, and when I popped the back of the car to unload my groceries, the glass bottle of juice that I bought, it was a pomegranate juice, fell out of the back and shattered everywhere. So really sad that I didn't get to share that drink recipe with you guys in this one, but I am going to put it in hopefully my next video or so, because we are making this drink, people. But we're still going to make the cookies. I wanted to show you guys an overview of some of the fall festive stuff that I picked up at the store, again just from Target. I love hitting the stores during the fall, Halloween, and Christmas seasons. I just love, the vibe in the stores. It's so cozy and gets me so excited. And of course, a lot of the stuff ends up in my cart. So we grabbed some pumpkin spice muffins, some of those fall little seasonal cakes, the little gummy eyeballs. Those were supposed to be for the drink recipe, and just a few other fall favorites. But like I said, let's go ahead and focus here on the kitchen island. And again, stick with me because we're not done in this area yet. I love this area of my kitchen, and I will make sure towards the end of the video I'll put in an after dark of the glow of this kitchen window. I feel like the camera never does it justice, but I'm sure you guys can get the idea. I'm so happy that I put a fresh new twist on what I did last year, because I know not everyone's into the bright, vibrant fall, and I didn't used to be either, you guys. But the last couple years, I've really embraced the oranges and the browns and the greens and the yellows. To me, give me a Vermont fall. Give me a Canadian fall. And if you guys are new here, I'm in Southern California, and we've got oak trees and palm trees everywhere. So give me all the fall feels, and being able to bring that into my space kind of gives me that little bit of fall that I don't have to drive up to the mountains to experience. I can bring it right here in my home. So let me know down below in the comments, what is your style if you do decorate for fall? Are you more of like a dark and moody with the browns and the blacks and the purples and the burgundies? Or are you like a vibrant person like I'm decorating in my home this year? Or are you just a neutral girly where it's very muted colors and beiges, and greens and stuff like that? Let me know what your style is, because I love to hear how everybody decorates in their home.
Summer is ended, the leaves are turning brown.
So as you guys can see, we swapped out the floral arrangement on the kitchen island. I feel like my downstairs is such an open concept that this needed something just a little bit more substantial. I already owned the vase, and I already owned all those fall florals, which you guys, over the years, I've collected so many fall florals. So between all my fall videos, you just see me go crazy with florals and garlands around the house. So I already owned all this, so it was a really, really easy swap for me. And then you'll see that beautiful first arrangement that we had on the kitchen island. We do continue to use that in this video. It'll just be in a different space. And as you can see here, I have these little tiny wreaths that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Maybe it was last year or the year before, and I did the same thing with them. I'll usually hang them here on my bar stools at the counter, or I'll even use them in a fall tablescape, which is also coming in a future video. So again, if you guys are new here, please consider sticking around. I love to decorate and film it and share it. I love homemaking and lifestyle. So if that's something that you guys enjoy, I invite you to subscribe if you want to. But we are going to continue decorating, but let's get this oven preheated because I wanted to share a very, very simple cookie recipe. And it's not made from scratch. You can easily pick up these ingredients at your local grocery store. These are brands that we all know and love. And I'm going to show you how to make the yummiest, easiest cookie that is so festive. It's adorable and it tastes amazing. I set the oven to 350 and I let that preheat, and then I brought out a baking sheet and just lined it with a non-stick foil. I didn't make all the cookies. This is my first time making these, so I was kind of experimenting, if you will, but this worked out the way that I did it. So if you guys want to throw more cookies on the sheet, please do, but I just did 6. So you're going to put the chocolate chip cookies out and you're going to put them in the oven for 5 minutes. And I wanted to share a little behind the scenes with you guys. I actually shared this reel over on my Instagram. I'll put my handle here on the screen. And so I was filming a reel at the same time that I was filming this YouTube video for you guys. So I wanted to just kind of show you guys a little behind the scenes, and the juggle is real. It can be kind of stressful sometimes doing both at once. But while those cookies were baking and we were waiting to do some more filming, I set aside the mugs that I love to use at Halloween. And I will say, you guys, I think I got rid of about 14 seasonal mugs. I just had way too many. And I had some that I thought were cute, but I just was not in love with them anymore. And I was able to weed out quite a few mugs still that still just brought me so much joy. So I'm going to go ahead and donate the rest, and hopefully somebody who is thrifting that day will come across them and maybe they will bring them home and love them. Having a festive coffee bar is one of my favorite routines in the morning, so I wanted to do just some really simple swaps here at my coffee bar here in the corner. We actually recently redid this space in one of my previous videos, and we put this cute little pedestal here for my coffee syrups. I added that pretty little spring and summer floral vase in the corner. So I just took those white flowers, I don't know what kind they were, and we replaced them with the fall florals that we previously had on the kitchen island. I felt like the size just fit this space so much better, and it gave that perfect pop of fall in this corner. And then I just added a sweet little white pumpkin on that little pedestal with my syrups. And then I love grabbing festive to-go cups. I love grabbing a cup of coffee for my school run or before I go run errands. It keeps me out of the Starbucks line. And I had picked these ones up from Hobby Lobby, and I just paid a few dollars for them because everything fall is usually like 40-50% off. And I've actually picked out some other stuff since filming this, so I will make sure I show that in an upcoming video. But we are continuing with the coffee bar, but my timer had went off with the cookies. So after the 5 minutes of these chocolate chips being in the oven, you're going to take them out, and then you're going to add the sugar cookies right on top. Now they have different Halloween designs, but the jack-o'-lanterns just got me. I loved the orange and the green on there. And you're going to place those right on top of the half-baked chocolate chip cookie, and then you're going to pop those back into the oven to bake the sugar cookie, and it kind of molds into one, and you're just going to pop them in for another 5 minutes. But moving back to the coffee bar, of course I gotta test it out and break it in. And so I'm taking one of my newest mugs for this year, and we're gonna make a fall simple coffee. I'm just using a caramel vanilla K-Cup by Green Mountain, and we're gonna run that through the Keurig, and then we're gonna add this sweet cream coffee creamer by Chobani. Now this is the 0 sugar one. It tastes a little artificial to me, if I'm being honest, but I thought I would give it a shot. So maybe go for the regular sweet cream or even the vanilla, or they do make a pumpkin spice, any of those. And then I was lucky enough to get my hands on the pumpkin spice coffee cold foam. This stuff I could just eat with a spoon right out of a jar if I could. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little cinnamon right on top. And this was the perfect fall treat. Make sure you guys check back to my channel in upcoming videos because we are not done in this space. I'm just going to go ahead and swap out some of my, everyday year-round mugs, and we're going to hang up some of my festive cute mugs, but we definitely are not done with these shelves and the other areas in my home. So I'm just taking a second just so I have somewhere to put these mugs and I can get things kind of cleared off my countertops. But I just was kind of running out of steam, and I felt like I didn't know exactly what to swap this pear picture with because the artwork that I have was just too big for these shelves. And so I think I'm gonna have to get something to swap this out with seasonally. So make sure you guys check back in a future video to see what I end up doing with these shelves. You may have seen these cookies all over the internet. I want to say they went viral last year, but I never made them. But I was definitely curious this year, and I'm so happy I made them. Let me know if you have made these before. I'm usually late to the party on these, but highly recommend if you haven't made them before. Again, very little mess, no dishes, pop them in the oven and treat your family. My kids absolutely loved these, and like I said, they tasted so good. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and hanging out with me today. If you guys want more behind the scenes, I'll put my Instagram handle here on the screen and you guys can just keep up with more up to date on what is to come here on my channel. And if you guys haven't already, I would love to invite you to subscribe and like this video. And here is a little nighttime after shot, and you guys, it is just so cozy. I absolutely love this space, and like I said, we're not done yet. We're going to come back and put some more finer details on these spaces, so make sure you stick around. Thank you again so much for being here, and I'll see you guys next time in a brand new video. Bye friends.